Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to Saturday Nights in the Break Room. Thank you for joining us. I'm here, Jason Melendez, with my lovely wife, Jasmine. We're in studio. We got two guests with us, Willie and Amanda, but they don't want to be seen.
Mi familia.
And then we got everybody else. Talon will be in a little bit. He's here on the show. Then we got Dre.
Hello. I wasn't expecting that. I was not paying attention for a second.
I understand it's Saturday. You know, we're all comfortable right now. It's 10 o'clock. We're getting our buzz on. I understand. My drink's poured. I'm sure your drink's poured.
No, I'm not drinking right now.
Oh, no drinks right now?
Not right now. I might have to drive somewhere later.
Oh, that's crazy. See, there's Talon. Talon, how's it going? We also got Mike in the house, Mr. Soup Can himself.
What's up?
And Mr. Nick Denton. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Good evening.
How's it going, y'all?
Hello, Junkers.
Junkers, how y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. It is hotter than balls out here in Arizona.
Oh, it was hot out here yesterday, too. It was like 98 degrees.
It's like
Was it?
113 out there, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And they try to play nice. They try to play nice, like, oh, it's a dry heat. I'm like, yeah, so's fire. Fuck you.
Yeah, so when the
I
wind
grew up in
blows, it
Florida.
feels like somebody turned on a fire on your face.
Yeah, no, it does. When you walk outside, it feels like you walk into an oven. You know, there are people who have competitions to see what they can cook in their cars. Like a guy made a roast in a car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's probably gonna smell funny.
Like people have oven mitts in their bags for certain times of the day when they get in their car because the steering wheel's too hot.
Wow.
That's a thing.
Put on the seatbelt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, you know, and they're like, you get used to it. I'm like, do you? I just saw a camel crawling across this fucking road.
I lived in Barstow in the high desert where it was just as hot, so like, and that was like 2 years.
That sucks.
There was no getting used to being awake at 95 at night. There's no getting used to that. It fucking sucks. You just lie to yourself if you say it doesn't.
I've never in my life walked outside at 2 o'clock in the morning and been like, what the oh, and I looked at my phone and it was 1 in the morning and it was 106. The sun was down. He was gone. Like, that's what an asshole he was. He made such a sting, it stayed.
106?
Like, the moon was just, the moon wasn't even.
I don't understand how y'all live in these places.
I will not be.
It was 98 degrees yesterday, and I wanted to move out of Florida yesterday.
That's
Dude,
because
I grew up in Florida.
Wants to fuck you. That heat is just like laying on top of you. It doesn't get off of you. It's disgusting. It's rapey.
Well, we're talking tonight.
And it doesn't
we're
even
talking
yell
about
surprise.
something else that's rapey. Something else that'll fuck you. Get on top of you and never get off. We're talking about time.
Oh, right.
Time.
Yeah.
What is time really worth?
Well,
Is it
I'd
worth-
argue it's nothing or whatever you want.
Yeah.
Pretty
Time
much.
is priceless.
Not for some people.
Well,
It's
time
all right
is
to
money
be
too.
wrong,
Well, as
Jason.
far
We
as
know this.
anybody knows, the only time we get is time here.
As far as no. And time on NMOs, because you have to pay for that time. So that's some different type of time.
Nick, where'd you go? He froze out. Well, I was watching some TED Talks for some reason about this, and
TED
Was
Talks.
Steve
all the
Hawking
baby,
talking?
no. TED Talks, not TikToks.
Okay.
I watched like 3 short TED Talks about it. And there you go.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You froze out and you looked like a model for the Special Olympics.
Oh, really? Did I win first?
Damn.
That's second.
Everyone
Good
wins
shot for
first.
next year, though.
True.
Participation trophy.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
guys know the old.
We
You
call
guys
it
know
ours.
that.
In the
You guys know that
participation
old
bullshit.
joke. What's better than winning a gold medal at the Special Olympics?
What is it?
Not being retarded.
That's fair.
See?
It's hard to argue.
Oh man, I miss that word.
Yeah,
You know what?
really
I'm with you
that.
on that, and I use it sometimes because I know what it means, and I think anybody that uses it actually refer to those who are mentally handicapped. One, don't know what the word means, and 2, are fucking assholes in the first place. So we shouldn't go by how they use the word.
Well, my thing is that did we ever tell them about this? Were they ever informed about this whole conversation we had with people who aren't in their situation about this word?
I don't think so.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. You know, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm cured now." No, we haven't even tried working on fixing you. But you know, those obnoxious people who used it hilariously that I found for 5 seconds offensive because I'm a 50-year-old white woman and have nothing to do, so I'm going to complain because my husband has money and I'm going to make it go away.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, pretty much.
pretty much.
So sweet.
No matter what you do
That's
to
where
it.
it's from.
Well,
No matter
yeah,
how-
but
Did you understand the context? You can read a recipe that says to retard the dough or some item in there. Like, it has meanings. It has usage. We shouldn't just abstain from the use of a word because somebody misinterprets it or chooses to focus on one definition.
dude, my wife and I,
Adjusting.
There's a lot of shit you can argue that's like that, though.
my wife and I
Yeah.
watched the Great British Baking Show, right? And we're just watching this. Look, it's like the Bob Ross of cooking. Okay, If you ever wanna
I've seen it. My
just
parents
chill,
watch it as well, and my sister,
Yeah.
her boyfriend.
And yeah, so I just remember, you know, one of the judges, this guy's name's Paul, and he's talking all about the dough.
Paul
Or whatever. I
Hollywood.
forget what they were cooking. Yeah, Paul Hollywood. Yep. I forget what they were cooking, but he's just like, you need to put that back into the yeast so it retards in the dough. And I'm like, what the hell did he just say?
Yeah. Their language
Yeah.
over there is a whole lot different than ours, though.
Well, it's a lot older too.
Yeah, they learn
Yeah.
the meanings of words, not how they feel the word means.
I used to have this old joke though that Boston and New York is pretty much Australia and Britain, especially with how they talk. Due to the
And
fact
how
that
Australia's racist and Boston's exceptionally racist.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Works. It fits.
So it's just I mean, look at their accents. They're similar because you have, you know, different parts of New York. They'll talk like this, or people from Brooklyn, they talk funny too, you know. And then you go up to Boston, and all you got to do is put a little bit of a twang on that accent, and you're way the fuck up there, guy. And then if you're in England and you have kind of like a nice little accent like this, or you know, it might be more like Michael Caine, or you know, Idris Elba, somebody like that, or my old football coach, you know, wherever you go over there, any of those things, you put an accent or a twang on it, and all of a sudden you're in the outback. It's amazing how sharp that happens, mate. But it's crazy. But that's what I always observed between those two, because I had family in Europe, so I used to meet people from Australia and England all the time, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm talking to people from Boston and New York.
That's fair.
That's a crazy comparison.
But it's funny once you go over there and see it. It's pretty accurate.
But bonus round, Cajuns and French. They just be taking words and say, we're going to pronounce this French here. It's like, what the fuck is it? You can't just decide to do that.
Yep.
And call me
Like Paris,
but all right.
like Paris, Tennessee. Like people are gonna be like, "Huh, I was confused." Tom Segura's got a whole bit on that. That's just amazing. If you haven't heard it,
I feel like I might have heard it.
No.
a good stand-up.
no, he has this whole friggin' bit where he's just like, "Man, you're walking around Paris like, boy, howdy, I was confused. Where's my croissant?" And they're like, "You like Paris?" And I'm like, "The real one or this turd you put in a dress?"
I haven't been down south, but I hear that could be descriptions for many places.
Oh, the South. The South's almost like its own kind. I mean,
He crapped out again.
Dun dun dun.
Can't hear you,
Yeah, we
Dre.
can't hear you, bro.
Nope. Crapping out.
It's not time this time. What a miracle.
Well, everybody's crapping out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think talking about Texas not being in the South.
Mm.
Isn't it technically?
You know, I recently saw that Texas leads in searches for KKK. Top 5 places of how to drink KKK on Google. Shout out to Texas.
Mm-mm.
Texas is. If you ask people from the South, they'll be like, Texas is not the South. It's like its own place. Because it's like.
Because it's so damn big.
What'd you say?
It's so damn big.
Yeah, it's
like desert
what she
between
said.
them and the actual South and everybody else.
It's
No.
different.
That's what she said.
That's not what she said.
That is what she said.
That's definitely not what
Jasmine, why do you know what she said?
Because I know that's not what she said.
So that's what y'all women talk about? What y'all was saying, not how to like run the world and shit? This is why. Never mind. That's for another time.
Yeah, I was waiting for a specific segue, but I guess that'll do.
Mm.
What is time really worth? You know, we go day to day through life, not even considering that time is probably the most important factor in our lives. So what is it really worth to you? It really is. It's something you can't get back at all.
Yeah, but if it was something that we actually valued like that, would we allow ourselves to get paid less than what we think we're worth? No, but we just go with it.
Do we have a choice?
What are you going to do to make up that time?
Yeah, we do. Well, if everybody decides, we're not getting paid enough, they can quit. But that doesn't work because, we're too far in the system for that to actually work. But if people had that concept innately, we never would have gotten to that point. We would have been paid what we thought we were worth from the outset. But we don't think that. We get paid what we're told we're worth. So your sense of time is really not necessarily delegated by yourself. It's delegated by who you perceive, I guess, your worth from.
How do you know how much you're worth?
You have to know who you are. What are you capable of?
I'm talking like $1 a month.
Are you able to grow? Are you able to train?
Yeah, I get
Honestly, the only way to truly do that is to place your ability in a given task versus others and make some sort of scale.
Yeah, but can you really base your lifetime
industry
on a wage?
Of course not. You shouldn't do that, but that's what we do. We spend 40 years doing 9 to 5s because that's life. And of course, again, as I'm talking on a fucking
look, he's clocked in right now. Wasting his time.
But is he really wasting his time? He's double cuffing his time right now.
If you ask him, he might be like, could we do something better with this time?
He's making money and he's on a podcast at the same time. But seriously, why don't we take time more seriously? And it's probably because of the way the world system works. We got no other choice but to fall into the same time structure as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that's kind of out of your control.
There's people that live off the grid, though.
And time is still not at their disposal. They still have to wake up before the crack of dawn to get the early bird. You know what I mean? They need to find the hunt. They need to forage their supplies. They need to water their garden. Everything takes time. So what is it worth?
Is that taking time or is that giving your time?
Where the fuck did that come from? The heavens?
The heavens? Oh, heavens.
Of course it did.
Well, Junkers, we're also going to open the floor to you guys. So if any of you guys want to call in, let us know what your time is worth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it going.
Can you eat before you talk?
Okay.
This Chex Mix and these whiskey sours always get me. So
I don't got no more. Empty. Bartender.
I'll fill you up.
And people don't realize we got shit closed on the weekends.
What'd you say?
We got shit closed on the weekend because it's not worth the time of the hospital to be open on the weekend because of its size.
But who's to say that's not worth their time?
Literally, the hospital decides it's not worth their time. I mean, everything is denoted by monetary value today. Whether or not that's the actual true state, the way we base our time is entirely based off of monetary loss or gain. Do I want to go on vacation? What is my monetary loss versus my perceptive gain otherwise? If your perceptive gain does not outweigh how much it's going to cost, you're probably not going to do it.
Yeah, but
if it doesn't matter, then it's just going to be entirely based off of if you wanted to do that. But then it becomes whether or not it's worth your time. Even if it's already worth your time, you're going to change that modifier based off of how much it costs to experience that time.
All right, so let's say we're going to go off the fucking cost factor, right? My time right now at my job is worth like $20, right? $20 an hour, my time. If I'm off the clock, I'm not making no money. It's technically free time. So if somebody comes up to me and says, Jason, I want you to pick up these cans on the side of the road, I'll give you $15 an hour. And I think, or $7 an hour, let's say, but I'm making 20 at my job. Is that still worth my time? I would see it as no. It's not worth my time. Because I make $20 here. I just did 8 hours. I want to go home. I want to fucking rest. Fuck that $7. But in reality, it's $7 I don't have in my pocket. Who knows?
Also, you're actually doing better for your community. So is it not worth your time to make your community better?
Fuck Earth.
See, but that's the thing. People right now, they don't take the time.
Be fine.
I said fuck Earth. All right. Shit.
Who do you see doing more charities? More people that have the money.
Nobody.
Rather
I don't
than
see
the
any
people.
charities being done. I see the world getting continually worse and people saying that they're changing things on paper.
Oh,
I've
most
never actually
definitely.
seen anything change for the better since I've been alive. So I'm going to say nobody's doing shit. People are donating. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they're doing with the money really, but people are donating.
We know what they're doing with that money.
They burn it. They burn it.
I mean, that took a wild Joker turn. But like when the Red Cross asks for money when a natural disaster happens, I think we should know by now not to give the Red Cross money, right? Like it's been so many of them. It's like I'd rather give my money directly to the source.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's like a hurricane or a tsunami or something like that.
They don't got cash out.
Yeah, but you know who else you shouldn't waste your time? You know who else you shouldn't waste your time giving money to? Feeding the kids. Because them kids never get fed. They still look skinny in every commercial.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you talking about like in when they try to make it?
I'll give you a cracker. That's what they do.
For just 5 cents a day.
Was it Sally Struthers in South Park?
Oh, right.
The job of the hut. No, it's my cake. Great episode. Great show.
Of course, William.
But I like when you want to talk about what time really is versus how we utilize it, it's completely two different things, and it makes the former completely irrelevant because, like I was saying, everything we do is based off of what it's worth. Because if it was worth it, billionaires would have fixed all these fucking problems, but it's not worth it. They don't get anything back. They just get the idea that they fixed the world. Why would they do that? That doesn't net them anything. They don't care about that type of gratification.
What if you can manipulate time, though? Would time be worth more to you?
I don't think you can manipulate time. You can only manipulate your state in a dimension or a reality. There's no time manipulation.
What if it was? I mean, what if it was a possibility that you can manipulate time?
I
Would
don't believe
time
that's
be-
possible. I'm telling you that, like, to me, time doesn't really exist. What you're talking about is the manipulation of dimensions and realities. You're just going to a different superseded state where something is different of another reality. You're not changing your timeline. You're changing a timeline.
This is definitely Rick and Morty, like to the T. That's I don't know. I think you can manipulate time. You know how people try to say, "Oh, you're trying to buy some time and you're trying to, delay time," but you really can't do anything like that.
You can't, not at all.
It's not. But it's one of those phrases that we use that is really bullshit. But we've all said it. We've all said that's a waste of my time, or I'm trying to buy some time, but it's not really a thing. Like Bundy said.
It's just perception. Your perception of your reality.
What if we lived in the same universe that Justin Timberlake movie happened in?
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold up. I love that movie. I can talk about that. In Time.
Oh, yeah, I
that
know.
movie's
Okay, I know
dope.
what movie you're talking about
Yeah.
now. That shit was wild.
I will have a lot of anxiety.
Where your
because
life
the
is literally
time
worth
on my
time.
arm.
The time on your arm?
Yeah, I'll have mad anxiety. Like I gotta do a lot of things.
Oh, if we can look above each other's heads and see what their time on Earth is and stuff, people will be acting a hell of a lot different.
Oh, but that's true.
Will they though? Because I would think they'd be more desperate.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No.
people are pretty desperate.
Because you're going to see the people that have the most time on their clock do the least amount of stuff, like activities, where the people that have the short period amount of time is going to try to do as much as possibly can because they have a shorter time.
In that situation, do you waste your time on working?
Nah, hell no. Well,
You
honestly,
have to in order to get more time.
Well, it depends. I would sit there and say it depends on how much time you have. If you have 90 years on your clock, then yeah, go get a job. But if you only have, like, let's say 15 years, fucking do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
if I'm not mistaken, in that movie, time is currency.
24 hours.
Oh, I'm not talking
I
about
think-
the movie.
I think they get like a year or something like that. Oh, we're beyond that already. My bad.
What? If
We
you're
moved
going
past the
strictly
movie
with that
concept.
movie, yeah, the movie concept, that's a little like it's one example.
It's very boiled down, but it's a good idea.
But it's like,
I wouldn't say good idea, but
It's not that it's a good idea; it's that it's based off fact. Because they're literally paying you for the time of your life. This is time of your life you're not getting back for working for these people, and they're giving you a wage for it. As far as the movie goes, time is the wage, which is the same concept basically as real life.
which again, when you run out of that time, you fucking die. And so if you have 5 minutes left, but you come across a couple hours, hustling literally means that you get to live another day. And I think in that movie, they were talking about how ghettos you only have 24 hours to live unless you do something. And they just pay them enough so they have like 24 hours or a week to live, but not enough to do anything extra, where you got people like Shorty's dad who's worth eons. Like he'll just be that old for eons, and he can just spend eons worth of time because of what they did with the system and the manipulation of the money and the wealth, which is time. Which is what's going on with the actual wealth structure in the world, but we haven't turned it into crypto yet, so it's not really that real yet.
Almost. We're almost there.
Getting there.
Once they get that Neuralink and them crypto coins together, it'll be looking like in time a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't work today? You're not going to get your downloaded coins. I'm sorry. I hope you'll survive to the next paycheck.
One step closer to the New World Order.
So really, it just boils down to: is your life really worth a currency?
Fuck no.
But yet you work for it.
Yeah, because I agree to the societal things I have there. Like it's. Go ahead, Drake. I'm not.
I would say we're put in a position we really don't have a choice in the matter. It's sort of like, what are you going to do? Not give up your time? to live a certain quality of life. Like everybody has to do this.
And like, it's not even that we don't have the option not to. We're educated this way. And unless you're lucky enough, because you're not educated the other way around, lucky enough to run across the individuals that tell you, hey, there is actually other viable options if you so choose, you're just going to do what you know. And even though we know what we know about other options, either we lack the skills or we lack the time to actually invest in those skills because we're locked into what we have to do in order to remain where we live as it is. You can't just be like, I'm not gonna pay my bills. I'm gonna just fuck off my apartment and live out and survive. Like,
I do have a question for you, Tyler.
But not if you want to live.
That's true.
I do have a question for you though.
Is that for your damn toilet? What?
No, it's paper towel. I lost the top.
Paper towel.
However, if we were in this hypothetical time scenario, like the Justin Timberlake movie, would it be for you like the zombie apocalypse? Would you have to suck dick for time?
Shit.
I know that was coming.
I'm not even answering the fucking question because you know what? The answer to that question would be in what I was talking about in the first place. You troll setting bait fuck. I'm not answering.
Time doesn't exist. Like sucking.
Go watch the movie and make your own assumption. Like you're asking me if whether or not people would do prostitution just because time is money. Like, of course they're going to do that. Of course they are. Like, that's still going to be a profession. People still want to fuck. People are still going to be like, yeah, I'll give you 10 minutes since you're about to die if you blow me. People definitely will do that. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would you ask me that question? We're terrible human beings.
I think if it's like the end of humanity, the last thing you should worry about is getting your dick sucked. You should probably
but if it's not the end for you, that like if you've got 100 years and you come across somebody that like you, that's kind of what happened with homie in the movie. He had 100 years. He was tired of the shit and just gave it away. He looked like he was boozing, taking drugs, and banging bitches, but it was a PG-13 movie, so they kept it focused. But he was clearly just spiraling out with his time. So I'm sure somebody who has the time or money would do that when the end of the world is not their concern. When it's the concern for you, that should not be on your list. Otherwise, you're probably going to die.
The zombie apocalypse, though, that's different. Like the zombie apocalypse is a problem for everybody.
Yes, that is very different.
So if you're going off the zombies apocalypse, you're not going to be too concerned with.
Yeah, but you're assuming people are intelligent, Dre, that they would have any type of utility after that happens, and they're not just going to either fucking die or become slaves to people who know what's going on.
No, you gotta drink more.
I don't have that kind of faith. So maybe that's where we diverge and why I think so lowly of the general populace. But that's how I feel. That's why I said what I said. It wasn't pertaining to those of us on the show or to the junkers, okay? I don't think you guys are stupid pieces of shit. I hope you're not. But I think there are plenty of people that are.
But if you are,
me hombre.
Go Mets.
I know you can.
Go Mets.
Wait, you want to get kicked the fuck? You
What?
said go Mets?
I said go Mets because Matt is a Mets fan.
I know, and I said go
I'm
Mets.
sorry.
Sound like Mets on my phone.
I'm sorry you're a Met fan.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry.
go Mike Piazza.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all are Yankees fans.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are Yankees fans?
All the way.
That's cool.
Yeah, see, I just guessed. I don't even give a shit. I just guessed because they talk shit about the Mets. Because Yankees fans always be talking shit.
Born and raised in the Bronx, bro.
Hey, you want to know what? The first time I watched the World Series, I think it was in 2004, and that's when I heard about that curse, and them motherfuckers won. It was hilarious because I was in a house full of Yankee fans, and they kind of low key blamed it on me. They were like, "You kind of ruined this shit. You're new. You caused a bad juju." I'm like, whatever. I thought it was cool.
Well, let me let you know, right? You don't just have. You can say it. You don't have to put it in the comments. You're here. You're live.
You're here, right?
He just wants everybody to know, just in case, though. I had no problems with no problems con Yankees. I just like to talk shit.
It's starting a text war.
Me gusta hablar mierda.
All right. What place them Yankees are in? I know my Mets are in first.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched.
It's all right, but we
He
still
says
the
your team is basura.
The Mets are in first, and I think the Yankees are in like third in the AL East right now, and it's not looking too good. They lost again today.
I hope they just fall out.
I mean, there's a lot of baseball left in the season, so it really doesn't matter right now. But
I can hope though. I can have a general energy put out into the world, you know.
I don't like the way this tastes.
Nah,
it's a trolling energy, but it'll hit somebody.
So I mean, it's all you really can do at this point.
Right, like maybe maybe somebody gets a tight IT band, can't
or
run.
get back
I
to
don't
work.
know. Something simple. Yeah, you know, for that time.
Damn. On the clock.
Fucking typical Tyler. What are you doing? Some disrespectful stuff. Like it's spilling everywhere.
I drank some. Be quiet. Now, like I said, let's set that scenario again. We're all living in that time.
Yeah.
Time is currency.
Mm-hmm.
You have what, 40 hours? They give you what, 50, 60 hours just to get you through your day off. What are you spending your time on? What's worth your time?
It's different for everybody.
It's definitely different for everyone.
Which is why we asked the question.
I think it's crazy because, like you said, if you have 40 hours and you have like 40 hours to live, or you go to work. But so, a lot of people are just gonna say, "Fuck it, I don't feel like having to do this rat race thing anymore, so I'm just just give up on the time."
So what? Okay, so we're talking about if time is a currency and
For your life.
Yes, for your life. Can you gamble your time?
Of course you can.
Oh man, that would be sick though.
all the rules you can apply to money, you can apply to your time.
So who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I don't know.
You got to get on the gematria and see the trends and shit.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But do you stop and even watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, if I have my time gambled on it, sure.
Right?
Do you even eat?
Like while I'm watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not?
Junkers, what is your time worth?
I mean,
We got a
you
couple
have to
people
pay
watching
for it.
tonight. Why don't you tell us what your time is worth?
If you eat, you have to pay for it. So you put in your time to eat, is what I'm saying. So would you
You also
eat?
got to put time to make it. Do you go out and buy food that's already made all the time just so you don't spend time making it?
No.
Time means your life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it even Is it worth your life to have sex? Yeah, it is.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna get more life?
Well, I mean, if it's done right, it takes some life.
Well, let's say, let's take this scenario. Everybody starts off with 68 years, or let's say 50 years. 50 years. Let's
Now you're talking about from when you're born, though. From when you're born, you start off with 58 years.
Yes. So you start off with 50 years and stuff. You don't have you have the option not to work for more time, or do you just live up your 50 years?
Well, now we're talking about it as being currency, so you would have to use your time to buy stuff.
Okay.
So we'll get low definitely if you're older.
I would just live in the fucking
wouldn't
woods.
you want to have so let me ask you a question. Would you want to work? Okay, so say if you have 60 years, would you want to work 40 of those years just so you can expand your time into to jump it up, or would you would you like to use those 60 years, whether you have to spend your money and that it counts towards your time, to just live your life to the fullest, and even if it only lasts 40 years because you spent 20 years to survive? Why the fuck not? Why work for something when you can just do whatever the hell you want?
I see what you're saying. I will live half of it too, and then just go to work and get more time. After that, like fuck that, I'm gonna live it, and then be like chill right now. I'm good now.
Or you can even, let's say, for every 5 years you work, you take a 5-year off break.
Yeah, but how much time are you really getting in those 5 years that you work? Is it going to be worth the time that you're spending to work those 5 years? Are you getting double that time to work there? I doubt it.
No, let's say.
Oh, is it like living from
working?
Basically.
No, you spend you get that vacation and do whatever you want.
I'm just saying, let's try to place it in currency for today. Most places minimum wage is at $10. So you're talking about, I'll give you 10 minutes back for every hour you work.
Okay. So that's only 6 hours every week.
Yeah.
That you get back in time. That's not worth it.
All right, I don't mean to butt in here, but PSA, don't just call a hospital trying to talk to an administrator. That's not how you're going to get shit done. You're not going to talk to anybody. Don't fucking do that if you have a problem here. There's a proper path to handle shit. If you don't want to deal with it, then shut the fuck up. Thank you.
All right,
they're on this podcast.
Struggle program. Wasting people's fucking time. It's annoying.
Are you at work?
Like, this is important people that have important shit to do. You can't just call them bitch and moan. We have a line for that. Use it. Fuck.
Yeah, he's at work.
Some people don't respect the chain of command.
Yeah, they're gonna learn one day.
They think their time is worth more than yours.
Yep.
And they're gonna learn one day.
Yeah.
Well, sir, while you were dealing with an indignant person calling, we tried to establish a timeline where we're in. We're living in that same world right now. And wages are just like they are now. So how much are you getting paid to sit right there?
Wait, I'm confused. So we're playing the in time to now?
Yes. How much are you getting paid to sit there?
Did we create any like scale ratio of what an hour is?
Yeah,
worth?
it's the same pay scale. So if you're getting paid $15 an hour, you get paid 15 minutes every hour.
So it equals a minute, not an hour. 15 minutes instead of 15 hours.
Instead of you getting $15 an hour, you're getting paid 15 minutes per the hour.
Okay, so then I'd be getting like 2.5 hours a shift. Is that the actual ratio? Because that's fucking low for an entire day. People would just be dying.
Yeah.
People would die out.
You'd be
at that
dead really quick now that you think about it.
People
like really fast. That's not gonna fucking work. Because I have my wage right now is higher than most of the average wage, which means people are just gonna be dead, and then I'm gonna be very close after.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be a lot of people dying, so we'll have more time or more
like
money.
the ratio wouldn't be able to go 1-to-1. It would have to be different. Like it'd have to be based off of the average life cycle, because you have to add in there as well. We didn't mention it, but everybody is like 23 or 24, and they're in perfect health.
Yeah, well, Mike already said that
it
you're
really
born.
is just if you run out of time. There's no other.
You're born with
right
60
now.
years already on your life, on your time span. You have 60 years on it, but time is currency, so you have to use it to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he would suck dick for time.
Why are you so stuck on that?
I don't know.
You really got a fixation with dick and balls, bro. We got to go into this one day.
It makes for good
content. What'd you say?
Content?
Is that what you said? I thought that's what you said.
I think he's admitting. I'm thinking he's admitting to pegging in the bedroom.
No,
you know what, that could be it.
I don't know nothing about none of that stuff.
Oh, see, denial and not an outright no.
I plead the fifth.
I said no. What do you mean? Outright no.
First of all, Jasmine, okay, the one who would be the pegger, not the peggy.
That is not worth my time.
It might be worth her
But
time, though.
Yeah, because you pegging her is worth your time.
Right? She's gonna get her time worth. You get your time worth.
That's the only thing worth my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know honestly what I think the ratio would be or should be, but I think that it would have to be somewhere around like
Shit.
you'd have to at least get back more than the time that you put in at work.
Yeah.
So like people have to be probably earning more than a couple of days a shift, but then you have to add in those days' wages into what you have to pay to buy food, water, your bills, and all of that. So if you're paying people by time and you have it as structured as they do, you literally just pay people enough to live and survive. With money, they can't really be.
You wouldn't
that
have to pay
specific.
for food if you grew your own food.
True. But then the only way that you can get more time is if you sell that food.
True.
Yeah, but I mean, because then you look at the villages that
That's dangerous. That's dangerous living.
living on
I'm
the
curious,
edge.
Jay, is there any stuff on the feed there? I know we. And where's China? I thought China would be around today. She's still around?
No clue, sir. No clue.
Okay.
Okay.
No, there's nothing.
What do y'all think in the comments, huh? Is time real? Is time just a fabrication of the human mind? Something that we make up so that way that we can record specific spaces of events that we can go back to and inform our future. What is it?
Do you think money's more important than time?
I think money is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I asked though.
I don't think money's.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're both equally bullshit, so I don't really know how to answer the question because I don't fuck with money, and I think time would get. I think we would get rid of time if we didn't have money. If we didn't have money like that, people would lose their concepts of time because it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't have to worry about getting a wage and paying off a debt. They would just do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. So time kind of gets away from you. Do you remember when you were a kid? You go through summers and you would just like lose track of the days. You just be doing shit and then find out
Going back
it's the
to
end of the
school
week.
already? God, I thought it was just summer.
Like,
I don't want to go back to school.
That doesn't happen to you as an adult anymore because everything is segmented and tied to you probably have some type of debt or you're doing something. There's something that's making you highly aware of what time it is. And a lot of those things go back to wealth. So if we didn't have money, we probably would lose our concepts of time outside of general record keeping.
But we got money.
Right, and I don't have an answer other than I think they're both bullshit. No, it's not worth more, it's not worth less. They're both garbage.
Pick one. Pick one.
There can be only one.
I don't know, time, I guess. Because time, depending on who you are, your time can be worth more money.
Gotta go. Your bell's ringing. See you later.
Excuse me. How do you stay frozen and then leave?
Well, now we know what's worth this time.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But for real, what's worth your time?
I'm kind of surprised he said time as opposed to money.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say money. If he could actually give a straight answer, I thought he would say money over time.
No, because money is treated less than time. Because if it wasn't, then everybody would have a singular amount of what an hour's worth of any person's time. That's not the case. There are plenty of people who an hour's worth of their time could be worth $250,000, whereas ours is denoted by hourly wages that we hope increase.
Yeah,
whereas
everybody
motherfuckers who don't do shit, sell a book, talk for an hour, and get $250,000.
Everybody can't do the same thing to get the same amount of money. So it's not like some people actually deserve more money than they get in life than others.
I agree.
So
that's why I think time is more, because your time, how people value you, your time will denote how much money you get. If that's how you carry yourself, if you entirely allow other people to define your value, you're going to be worth what they say you're worth. If you define yourself, that's how you increase your value in money. But if your time is defined by somebody else, you're going to be worth what you say you're worth.
You'd be worth a lot.
Could be. That's why we see people who objectively don't seem to be worth shit, worth a lot, because somebody who already has that ability said, you're worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. That is a good point.
There's plenty of people that are worth.
Come say that over here, Will.
What you said?
What'd you say?
There's plenty of people that are worth more than what they get. I mean, how many of us are the lifeblood of this country and don't get paid a living wage, and yet we all want to bitch about somebody getting paid a living wage because we're already not getting paid what we're worth. But instead of bitching about the fact that, hey, I think I'm worth more too, we talk shit about the people getting paid more. Being like, you're not worth that. That's only $3 less than what I'm worth. Well, maybe you're not being paid what you're worth either. Did you ever consider that? Stupid.
Yeah.
I saw some dumbass bitch ranting on TikTok about how I went to school for this. I seen they this and da 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 da. And these people at McDonald's they can get $15 an hour. I only get 18. Da 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 da. How does that make sense? How does it make sense you're getting paid $18, bitch? Refocus your anger, retard. I don't understand what the fuck your problem is.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't.
I'm just saying.
All right, so now let's just say McDonald's is fucking paying you $15 an hour to flip burgers, but you're also making $15 an hour to wipe somebody's ass. Is it worth your time to wipe that ass or flip that burger?
Flip that fucking burger.
Is it a nice ass?
No, it's a granny ass. I mean, unless you like the fucking elderly variety.
Everybody has their preference.
I mean, I think both jobs are kind of like in the same space to a degree.
How? You're wiping ass and you're flipping burgers.
It's never that simple at a job like McDonald's, though. It's not. Like, your job might be to put the fries in the fucking thing or flip burgers, but you might have to clean somebody else's shit one day. It might be some wild shit that you have to do as an employee at a place like that. This is why people quit those jobs all the time.
First of all, that's why
like a Waterbury McDonald's.
Burgers, not clean the shit. I quit. Like no.
Exactly. That's what people be like. Oh, fuck this. I'm not cleaning up somebody else's shit. I'm out of here.
First of all, you can't find me because I don't want to clean shit. You better write me up. That's what you're gonna do.
First of all, if you hire me,
then you can fire me.
If you hire me to fucking flip burgers, I'm not cleaning shit.
Me
you can suck my dick.
Exactly. And I'll be like, "Where's the handbook?"
You gotta be.
Where in this motherfucker does it say? It says you hired me as a burger flipper, motherfucker. I'm not cleaning no fucking shit.
Nah, they gonna put in the fine print. You got janitorial services expected from you.
Where did you work that happened, Dre? Where is that happening?
The fucking Navy.
I can't. Did I fucking just say that?
Like, wait a second.
First of
do
all,
I want to clean up somebody else's shit for the rest of my life?
So no, I'm good, sir. It's good. I'm good. I did maintenance and somebody exploded in the men's bathroom, and I was like, I'm not cleaning that though.
I mean, you're maintenance, so they're paying you to clean that.
Guess what happened? I didn't clean it. That's what happened.
There's a few times where I'm like, oh, is this somebody shit on the wall? It's like, oh, all right, it's just gonna stay there. I'm
That's
not cleaning
an animal. That's not a human. That's an animal doing something like that. Fuck out of here. I'm not cleaning that.
Hey man, people get drunk and don't know what they're supposed to do when they get to the bathroom.
No, I'm good. That was in BJ's. It just let me come in here and just explode, and somebody's gonna clean it, not me.
But somebody has to clean it. Who's gonna dedicate their time to that?
The manager cleaned it actually because I was not cleaning it.
Yeesh. See, that's somebody that values their time.
And his
money. The money that with that time.
And his money, right. There you go.
Yeah, we don't have pride for shit, especially our work here in America. A lot of other places take pride in shit they do.
You just come in mid-sentence.
Because I do what I want, Jason. Why you keep asking stupid questions?
He times it. He's timing that shit like double.
That was the end of the fucking call, man. That was the end of the call. I had 2 calls. I did that shit.
What the fuck?
You know what it's called? You know what it's called, bro? It's called good timing.
Oh, you think you're nice, huh? Let's see.
No one does.
Where were we? Because I don't know.
No.
I think you were talking shit about McDonald's burgers for some reason, because that's what it sounded like.
No, we passed that. We were like, motherfuckers get hired to fucking flip burgers, but then they gotta clean up shit in the bathrooms.
Nah, and I was like, I was a maintenance worker, and somebody exploded in the bathroom, and I was like, I'm not fucking cleaning that. It's not going down like that. Sorry, don't give a fuck.
I had that happen with the women's bathroom at Toys R Us. You remember some of those times there's some red explosions in them bitches. Disgusting.
Red explosions. Yes, I had that happen.
Disgusting.
They bend over and shotgun blast the wall.
That's what I meant about in the bathroom in BJ's. I was not cleaning that.
Disgusting.
Crazy.
Fucking nasty. You expect us? That's a biological thing. You motherfuckers. That's disgusting as fuck.
Right. No, I'm not cleaning that. Sorry.
Listen, I work in a nursing home, and the worst place you find in that place is the employee's bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you said, they just
clean up
they cock over and projectile shit and piss all over the place. It's like, motherfucker, I spent money on these fucking toilet seat covers. Use them. Sit the fuck down. Take a rest. I know your fucking feet hurt, fat ass.
As far as they're concerned, there's cancer on there. There is a heart attack on there. There's something that will eat your balls or your vagina on there. Things that don't make sense are always on a public toilet seat.
We clean them with bleach.
Yeah, but they don't care. They don't really even know what bleach does because they're not using the toilet.
Before that, and after that, and after that, and after that, somebody's ass was on it after you cleaned it in the morning.
Not if you're covering
into a public bathroom and it looks clean as hell, and you go to use it. You look at the seat and there's like little ass smudge marks. You're like, that's nasty.
Oh no!
What kind of fucking bathroom you using, bro?
You don't put the paper
bathroom,
down.
I just said a public bathroom. No, I said you ever see it in there. If I'm gonna go on there and do that, I'll wipe that shit, put the paper on in public. But you can be in there by a urinal and like you can see sweatiness, like a hair or some shit. It's like that's disgusting. I'll hold that shit. You wait till later.
So it's not worth your time to shit in a public bathroom?
It's not worth the experience to shit in the bathroom.
It's definitely worth the experience.
If it's that bad, it will be. But if it's not that bad, like it's like, nah, we could wait or go find a different bathroom.
Like,
there's usually multiple
options. When you gotta go, motherfucker.
That's a fact.
Yep.
I just said that. I said when you gotta go, like you gotta go. But like if I have the option,
just don't act like a fucking savage and cock over in public
I'm in a
and shit
hospital.
all over
There's
the
like
toilet.
3 bathrooms within a short walk. What are you talking about?
We're talking
I'm talking about public restrooms.
Are those the only public restrooms for you to have you ever had in your life?
It's the only ones I really use are at the hospital. I've never really used a
Nigga,
public bathroom outside of a restaurant. But like ones that you would just find in the city.
Motherfucker, you never took a shit in Toys R Us when you worked there?
I don't know. Maybe.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not gonna say I don't. I don't know. I really don't use public bathrooms like that. Outside of a restaurant, outside
So you
of this
never
hospital,
took a shit when we worked at Toys R Us?
I don't know. Why would you think I would remember that? That's so long ago. Why would I remember that? I probably did because I'm human, but I don't know if I made a habit of it. I probably didn't because I'll make a habit of shitting on public.
I was like clockwork. Every day I went at the same time.
Right.
You know, I probably didn't do that often because a lot of times that shit was nasty and I wasn't finna clean it up. I'm not wiping somebody's crusty shit off the seat.
I had to clean the bathrooms only once, and that was because somebody fucking
Why you didn't use the
disgustingly fucking had their period all over the toilet.
Oh, I hate that.
Jasmine.
That was not worth my time.
I didn't clean that either as a maintenance worker. It's just not my cup of tea. Sorry, sir.
Real shit. I really wouldn't mind. Like I don't really trip off cleaning the bathroom. It's like if I got everything I need to clean it, I'll just clean it.
Because you've been in the Navy, bro.
I'm desensitized to it. So I'm like, oh,
you've been forced to do whatever the fuck you were told.
Why you wipe up period in the Navy?
I mean, that's I didn't have to worry about that in in our birthing, but the women definitely had to worry about that.
It's gross.
But you get desensitized to it. Like I remember in boot camp when
The only
you
people that
want to
get
take a shit.
desensitized to blood are vampires.
And blood is kind of different. Like you're not gonna see blood every day in the bathroom.
Yeah, but you don't get desensitized to shit either, bro.
Definitely should.
Nah, you kind of do.
I will
That's
vomit.
disgusting.
You can. Trust me. You ever heard of C. diff?
No.
And nurses, go look up C. diff. And there are nurses that act like there's nothing going on. And I promise you, if you walk into an area where that air that's in the air, you will suddenly want to just vomit. Like you won't be able to help it. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, like where I work.
However,
Like
there are nurses that will be standing there going in and out, and they'll just look at you and remember, oh yeah, it smells bad. No, you can get that shit burned off. I imagine that's what's going on. I seen the Magic School Bus. You know, they're playing like puzzle blocks. They probably just burn that shit away.
You definitely get used to just dealing with people's shit. It's nothing you embrace. I'm not happy about it, but it's like,
yeah, there's definitely people that do embrace it.
I mean you spend half the time in your life dealing with shit. But actual shit, I don't want to deal with that. No time in my life.
I can deal with baby shit all day.
I mean, at least the several years of your life, you're literally dealing with shit.
Adult shit. Yeah.
Shit.
I can deal with baby shit over an adult shit. Anything.
Yeah, I mean, baby shit is.
Whoa, I've seen some giant shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But most of the time, a baby shit is not gonna be shitting with.
No, it's just like
grown ass.
No, but
so you're not gonna find this in the diaper.
That shit goes up their back.
Exactly.
I've seen double that size. Colin, I've seen double that size.
Double this size.
Double that size.
Not from a baby though.
Not from a baby, no.
Okay, thank God, because this is like the size of a child. That's ridiculous.
Should be crazy.
Crazy.
Just roll it out like Play-Doh.
That's disgusting.
One of those Play-Doh machines, you just press the legs and just squeeze out shit. You're welcome for that imagery.
I definitely imagined it too, like a brownish gray Play-Doh, like a roller.
It's
like
a Play-Doh brownie maker.
That's disgusting.
It's not. It's not that bad.
It's not toxic.
The Play-Doh is
no hell. The Play-Doh is not toxic. The shit is toxic.
Unless you're desensitized to it. People swim in it, Jay. You gotta accept everything. Come on, man.
I mean, they don't choose to swim in it. They got no choice but to swim in it.
Supposedly there are some offshoot people that have been caught in some
pick something better to do with their time than swimming shit.
It's hot outside.
You would think so, but have you seen the weird shit people do that you don't have to prove? You just see them do it. I really don't think it's beyond the likelihood for some human somewhere to do almost anything you can think of if you have the ability to, like if they have the ability.
I definitely wouldn't waste
just
my
because.
time doing that.
They say AIDS come from somebody fucking a monkey. Why? Who did that? Why?
Nobody believes that though.
Now, I'm just saying, but like the idea of like, why would that even catch on? Like,
because
you think humans are so bad? I mean, I think so now, but at the time when I heard that growing up, I was like, no, wait. You wouldn't do something so stupid.
Nothing.
And then it's like, that's not what happened. But people do be fucking animals. And I think it's legal in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
It's legal
especially
in a lot
white
of states.
people. Especially white people in the South. They love their farm animals.
Bestiality?
Bestiality, bro.
Bestiality.
I just said that. You don't get anything from fucking a donkey, but if you fuck a monkey, you get AIDS.
You could definitely get something from both, but I don't want to know. I really don't want to figure that out. If it happens, it happens.
I remember when I saw Clerks 2 and I was like, donkey show? What is that?
Have you ever been to one?
Hell no. I've never, no.
Hey, bro, we got to go
Where
to
the
Tijuana,
fuck do you go to a donkey? What are you, what?
In Tijuana. Yeah, we got to go to Tijuana, bro.
Why? You know what? How come I've heard several
It sounds
stories
like
of people
somebody
talking
has
about they
been.
go to Tijuana and they always
Oh
have
yeah,
like
I
a
have.
fucking donkey.
I know. I know you have.
Shit.
I'm not
I
denying
know.
that. I have.
That's some military talk right there. Like you definitely gotta go, bro. Let's go.
You-
We gotta go.
This you gotta
You
go.
never seen Shawty shoot dildos out of vagina across the room? You never
The
seen
ping
that, bro?
pong show. I haven't seen that in person, but I've heard of the ping pong show.
She goes.
I saw a
pop and
chick
you go,
smoke a
"Shoo."
Newport.
Look at the rare
Pork?
mating
Ugh.
rituals of a Mexican donkey.
Mm-mm.
Look how it wrangles its prey. Its prey being the corner
Este una
slot.
burro. See? Una burro.
We shall see her take shots and then take that donkey dick. That's big, floppy
Weesnaw.
donkey dick.
Weesnaw.
This
Weesnaw.
is very worth her time.
I mean,
because
it's not one of those things you enjoy
in
watching.
Mexican pesos.
Yeah,
Nah.
but if
Curious minds.
You
what's
just
his
watch it.
name?
Like, oh, this actually happened. Wow, that's fucking gross.
What if what's his
Watch
name?
how the
David
rare
Attenborough was
went
narrating
taking
it.
the donkey dick.
What'd you
Just
say?
David Attenborough.
viciously
was
gets
narrating.
rammed by the donkey balls.
Watch as she gets rammed by the donkey's penis, nearly severing her in half. She takes it in ecstasy. Unbelievable.
Jolly good show, old chap.
The depravity of man knows no bounds. Truly a mystical observation.
Y'all sitting here laughing, but some people really got nothing else to fuck.
That's what
So it's
I've
like,
been
damn.
saying. Somebody's definitely swimming in a pool of shit.
Yo, let me tell you, you can definitely find something in your spare time to fuck other than an animal. Like
Of course.
right? Look, blow up dolls, dildos, flashlight pussies. You got everything. Your hands. People have feet fetishes. But look, yeah, look.
People have animals that
Kind of rub on the
like
seat of your,
food
on your
and
pants
shit.
if you really just
Maybe
terrible.
maybe they just want to feel it buck.
Motherfuckers want to fuck goats.
You're right. Also, how else are you gonna get chimeras, bro? It's not
Exactly.
illegal to do. They don't want to make it illegal. So how else are you gonna get
Science.
chimeras? You gotta
Wait
start
till the-
fucking
wait
deer,
till
you
the
gotta start
government-
fucking bears,
Science, my
fucking
friend.
crocodiles, all that.
Wait till
You
the
gotta find out
government
how you can
hybrid
have
animals
children
get
with powers. And that's the only way to start. Is you gotta start banging animals and see
You
which
don't
mixes,
fucking
you
animal
know,
to get something.
alligator boy, eagle
That
girl.
shit is stupid.
Alligator boy number.
Wait for it.
Man. People out here.
Bro, you
fucking
don't get
animals
chimeras like
through the
that.
kids.
Maybe through science, but not through
You don't
fucking
know, bro.
a
You
goat.
don't know
What do you
because we
mean
haven't
not through
tried.
science?
Do you know how many hillbillies would have goat sons?
Obviously, it doesn't work with
Hey,
goats,
look,
Jay.
you saying
It
this
doesn't
like
work
there's
with
people
goats.
out
Goat
there
horns.
who got goat kids or some shit like that, but they can't let people know about it. It's hot. They gotta hide that.
Man,
or kill
come
it.
on. Billy,
That's
Billy the
bullshit.
kid. Billy, that's where the
That's
name
bull-
comes
hey,
from.
Man, you need to go to
So you
West
telling
Virginia.
me people caught AIDS from somebody fucking a monkey?
No,
But motherfuckers-
That was an example.
Don't do that.
That's not what we're
Yes,
saying.
an example you brought up. However,
Yes.
there's no human monkey hybrids from them fucking.
Not that we know
How
of,
you know?
because they're all fucked up still. They haven't found the right race of monkey that can mix with the human genes. You gotta
Don't
keep
give a fuck
fucking until you find what works, man. Obviously,
You know how many
it's
people
not
are born with
capuchin,
tails
but
in this
maybe
country?
it'll be, you know, the long-nosed bonobo monkeys. You know, maybe.
So
bonobos
you telling me
and
that's
shit.
why they're looking for Bigfoot? So we could fuck Bigfoot?
No.
Bigfoot been fucking.
I'm right here.
What?
Yeah.
I'm right
Come
here.
on.
I'm right here.
Some of the people out there.
What's up?
See?
Bro, all of that is bullshit. See, theories like that are not worth my time.
First of all, you are not a scientist, and I don't think you've done the
Except
trials.
Bigfoot. I love
I'm
Bigfoot.
glad you can say that. It's bullshit. It's not worth
You
your
are not a
time.
scientist.
But if you actually did some research on it, you'll see there's people born with tails all across the fucking world for some strange
I mean, but is it far-fetched to believe that you can have all these other fucking deformities in life, like extra skin, extra
A
fingers,
tail?
extra limbs, but you can't have an extended tailbone? I'm pretty
like
sure.
a tail like a rat tail or like an animal's tail. Like, why would you just have that?
I mean, can you wag it?
Why would you say?
Like, it's like
Homie
that's
could
not-
do
If you could
in,
wag it, it's
shallow
weird.
how he could.
But then,
we just literally?
if you're a man, do you use it to your advantage?
That is disgusting.
Are we
No,
literally
What
just
advantage?
explaining
Cut off at birth.
evolution?
So you can be in Barnum and Bailey.
So then, fuck that. No, you leave my tail there. I want to be born the way I am.
And see, you brought up like the science point where, all right, they might be able to try to make this shit in a lab, but people have been making this shit through their own actual genetics.
Do some research.
Like I said, wait till the government drop the human animal hybrids. You're gonna be like, oh, this shit is crazy. It's like, man, we've been told you that's a thing.
Has any of you guys even started watching Sweet Tooth on Netflix?
I heard about it. Yeah, but I heard about it.
I only seen the first episode, but it's pretty good.
But what we're talking about with the hybrids and stuff, it's like that's what that story is about.
Exactly.
Yeah, but didn't it come on? It was somebody got the coronavirus, people died, and then the hybrids were born.
It was not the coronavirus.
No, zombie apocalypse, and then we got hybrids. You got to reduce the population first.
What? Don't.
I think before all of that, we need aliens. And then
it's either aliens or zombie. It doesn't be treated like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be treated the same way.
I'm telling you, the aliens are going to come first and bring the space spore that creates the zombie virus, which in turn will create the zombie apocalypse, and then hybrids will be born.
That's what happened with the Reapers in Mass Effect.
If it's not aliens, it's definitely trans-dimensional humans.
So what about this?
We already got.
Have you seen
dimensional humans?
Have you seen the
no.
the photos?
Not those type of trans-dimensional humans. I mean the type of trans-dimensional humans that might come from multiverses.
Okay, so just other humans,
like Rick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hopefully not Rick, because I would not spell no. That's expendability right there. What about this though regarding aliens? So hypothetically, let's say. Now, this aspect is real. There's a website, I forgot the name of it, but you can go up there and you can see all of the active satellites that are going around the Earth right now and like their general tracking like paths that they're moving on. And you can also see all the inactive ones that are up there. And it's a fucking lot. It's a lot. What if, right? They decide this whole time in the background, what they've been doing is they've been making a program and a unified system with the satellites, right? And then they use those satellites in that grid system to somehow make some high-level, high-quality projections of alien invasion shit, right? And that's why it looks like they're going in and out of dimensions. They just be coming in, coming out, because it's just a holographic projection, but we don't know better, so we're not thinking about it. And they fake that shit and just use weapons from space to make it seem like they're attacking. But they ain't really shooting at nothing. And we're really just shooting at ourselves, making people think that there's aliens, but nobody even sees it. But everybody's got to go this way. Everybody's got to go over here. People are dying. We don't know what's going on. Super weapons. They destroy the city. But nobody ever sees an alien. You just see it on screen, like Starship Troopers. Because that whole thing, Starship Troopers is a fucking great
All I'm going to
parody.
say is if we have an
Fucking
alien invasion, all I'm going to say is if we have an alien invasion, then I'm going straight to Sigourney Weaver's house.
Where's Will Smith when you need him?
Right? I hope he's working overtime right now with fucking what's his name?
No, I didn't.
We're gonna need a few Hollywood actors to save the day.
Why does Sigourney? She's gonna be fortified somewhere, or in cahoots.
She's gonna shoot people on sight.
That's what I mean. Because she's also Zool.
You got a point.
See, this theory's worth my time. I would love to hear it.
What?
How Sigourney Weaver is Zool?
She's Zool. She's the gatekeeper.
That happened. She's a AV node, bro.
And then she's Ripley in Alien, so I would go to Sigourney Weaver's house. She's a demigod too.
She's also a cyborg in the Alien.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of hats to wear.
Oh, really?
Sigourney Weaver can do anything.
I'm not doubting her. I'm just saying.
She had a lot of time.
Right?
She could even act as an ironing board. She can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's acted as an ironing board plenty of times in her sex life.
Oh wow, that was a nice.
Right.
I'm glad you caught what I was saying, Jay. Flattest motherfucker.
Was it not nice for her or the people that she was fucking?
They probably enjoyed.
You can bring up a picture of Sigourney Weaver, or you can do a silhouette, which looks like this. So you can have either of those options.
I'm trying to think.
But she's a badass. You gotta be a badass. You know, you gotta give up something. I'd go with Sigourney Weaver over Scarlett Johansson any day.
What?
Oh yeah.
Is this a troll?
Absolutely.
And the context of what we're talking about, yes, Black Widow does not look as formidable as all the things we just listed via Mike. Okay, Mike, that's Sigourney Weaver's winning right there. We're not talking about
aliens in
banging.
the first fucking Avengers movie.
No, she didn't. She did some stupid bullshit. Fuck Black Widow and that stupid bullshit. We're not having that conversation today. She sucks. She doesn't belong in Avengers. She's a fucking waste of space. She's a fucking tool.
You sound like a hater, man.
You're so angry.
No, I'm tired of him always saying no, but we won't have this conversation about the MCU. That's why I'm so annoyed. It's like he always wants to say no, but then we never want to talk about the shit that I have and like explain to me why she's not a garbage character that leads to a place.
Black Widow in the comics. Black Widow is actually a really.
We're not care about the comics. I'm talking about MCU. I know comics. All these characters have a damn worth. I know that.
Scarlett Johansson. I just don't like her as an actress.
That's fair.
Although I just thought about this, she did make that movie where she essentially turned into like the tech god thing of all creation. So maybe she does win.
What was that movie?
What was that? Eon Flux?
No.
Lucy.
I think Morgan Freeman was in it.
Was it Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy. That was a good movie.
I forgot about Lucy. So because of Lucy, if given the choice, I'd have to go with Scarlett Johansson because I think that actually was pretty much getting pretty.
How about you didn't see the movie where she was an alien?
No.
Her weapon was her pussy.
Nigga, which one?
Wow, one movie.
She was in Species?
That's why he watched.
Species is good. Species is good.
That wasn't Scarlett Johansson.
I don't remember that. I'm gonna be honest.
It wasn't.
I don't remember the plot of the movie. All right, I only watched the movie because she did like half the movie full frontal.
See?
Well, you talking about the Species?
No, Scarlett Johansson.
I don't remember Scarlett Johansson being naked like that in the movie, but all right.
What? I'm pretty sure I can't show it right now, so I'm not gonna show it. But I'll
okay.
look for the movie. Let me at least try to find you the movie. It's worth my time to do this for you guys.
This is a theory. This is a theory you can't
worth our time.
Stop! That hurts. You're pulling my hair on camera.
I don't
And
care.
this is not even OnlyFans.
See,
I don't give a fuck.
I bet she pulls that when she's,
Listen, Tyler.
Pegging.
I don't like that funny
about
shit,
that.
Tyler.
I didn't say anything. I just was, I had a spasm. I made a sign.
You said a lot.
Did I? I don't know what I said. I'll be, diarrhea of the mouth. You ever heard of that?
Here it is right here. Why I put Scarlett Johansson Alien movie and all the Avengers movies came out. It's called Under the Skin.
You did that well, huh?
You did that wrong.
I don't remember.
Was that a direct to DVD or what was that one?
No, it was in the movies. I'll read the whole plot for you right now. Let me pull it up. Where'd it go?
It shouldn't take long.
Bland actress.
Where'd it go? Motherfucker. A movie.
You're also forgetting. You're also forgetting that Sigourney Weaver played the president in Mars Attacks.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Almost everybody died, and fucking what Sarah Jessica Parker turned into a Chihuahua. So a movie
had a lot of
in which the anonymous central character describes the horror details of life with an eating disorder. I has suffered this condition for many years and reveals what brought her to this point. So she's an alien with a fucking eating disorder?
That was boring as fuck.
It was
Why
boring.
the fuck would I watch that? Why would I watch that
watched it.
ever? Why would
She was
I
full
force somebody to watch
frontal,
that?
full frontal, bro.
That's why they had her naked the whole
I
movie.
can
'cause
go
they were
on
like,
Reddit for that, bro. I could
plot
hear about it
artist
and just go on Reddit.
Can you though?
Obviously, you've never been on Reddit.
No, but I mean, when the movie came out, could you have done that though?
Probably, you know the power of Reddit. You know you probably could.
Back when the movie came out, I don't know how long ago that was.
It was in 2013.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah,
no
yeah, you
idea
could.
what the fuck. Did Reddit even exist in 2013? It might have
Yeah.
been like really new.
I think it did, and if it didn't, there still would have been 4chan or one of the Chan sites that you could have.
Yeah, I don't. My internet weird shit stops at Reddit. 4chan is weird
Yeah,
too, but I
That's
don't want
because
to.
weird shit is on Reddit.
What'd you say?
There's everything
That's because
on
weird
Reddit.
shit is on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of things on Reddit. Weird and
Not ever been on the dark web?
Yeah.
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 Yes, I have.
God
I've
damn
been
it!
on
Am I
the
the
Silk
only one
Road.
that hasn't been on it?
Yeah, because you're a bitch.
Really
That's
happened?
okay. Sometimes we all do bitch things.
Right. Loser.
Whatever.
Get on the deep web.
Yeah, bro. Buy a cheap laptop, get an Onion server, go on there, and be careful.
Make sure you cover the cameras.
Be very,
Now
very
we all
careful.
know I am not careful.
Well, don't go on the deep web.
Then don't go
I mean,
on
real
there
shit.
because there
If you
is
look at
no
the deep web,
bullshit.
you're really not gonna do anything crazy. I hope so. It's really not that big a deal.
But you might by accident.
I don't know. I might buy a hand.
Yeah, you could definitely
No.
do that. So don't do that.
You can, but I don't think you would accidentally do that because you don't have you can't just buy shit with money. You have to use digital coins. This is where crypto came from, by the way.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was used for a long, long time for the deep web and the deep web. Guess what?
That's crazy.
I'm not going to tell you because that's not what we talk about today. That's for another time.
We talked about a lot of things that we wasn't talking about today.
Yeah, but that's that rabbit hole shit. Talking about what they were for and what they're still used for. You can't trace cryptocurrency.
They know that this episode was worth their time because realistically, all we did was speak about things that were worth hours.
Yeah.
And that
And then
wasn't.
it's a matter of are we worth the amount of time that we're taking from them? How much do they value us? And if they click away, that means that they don't realize that this is a diamond mine and they're wasting their time not taking this beautiful sexual chocolate into the mine.
You said you were sexual chocolate?
I'd say I was sexual chocolate.
Oh, I was going to say,
what
I've
we're
been
doing
telling
is
Mark Henry.
sexual chocolate. Speaking of sexual chocolate, I just watched Coming to America the other day.
Wait, hold on.
Part one or two?
Second one.
You
That
just
was-
said
The second one.
That was some gay
The
shit.
sequel.
okay. Okay.
So which one
Relax,
there do you consider
relax,
sexual
relax,
chocolate?
relax,
Who in that movie do you consider sexual chocolate that you said that?
There's a nigga at the end that came up. They was singing. The guy with the band, Sexual Chocolate, the Sexual Chocolate in the band. My point that I wanted to get to, that made me think of that movie and people talking about how it wasn't any good. And it's been a few years since I've seen the first one before, but that movie was funny. That's one of the movies I love by Eddie Murphy. It's got a lot of callbacks, a lot of just iconic humor, and like he does a lot of different faces and characters. It's great. He does that in this one. He reprises that role, but they don't reprise the funny. I feel like they kind of had a bit of a better story, and it was kind of entertaining. But
Because
the story that they
before
had
they didn't
before
really
was
have
good
a good
enough,
story.
and it was funnier. It was more as if it was a vehicle for comedy, where this seemed like the comedy and like the nostalgia was a vehicle for them telling a story that's relevant to now.
This is where
It was entertaining, but I didn't laugh out loud like I did on the first.
This is where the people making the movie needs to realize that it's more worth our time to give a little less on the story and more on the comedy than try to saturate us with too much story.
They had to play it safe though.
Yeah.
But
They
did they
have to. It's Eddie
say-
Murphy. Like, what is he gonna take from an L?
How the fuck
Like
they
he
said
hasn't
that
done Pluto
originally
Nash.
Eddie Murphy wanted fucking Tracy Morgan to be his son? How? You look the
Who
same
the
age,
fuck?
motherfucker.
That's not.
That would have been horrible. That would have been so bad.
That
That makes no
was
sense
weird
at
as
all.
hell.
Nobody would have watched that. It was-
Yo, I was watching that, and tell me why when I was watching the part where they were fighting Wesley Snipes,
Wesley doing the dance is hilarious.
He gets 3 hits for the only. I know he gets 4 hits for the only 4 movies that they acknowledge. Blade 1, 2, 3, Demolition Man, and then he's out for the count. That's it. Wesley Snipes is done. He gets 4 strikes for the 4 movies he's worth, and that's all. He's just like, okay.
You're missing White
And then
Man
after that,
Can't
you
Jump.
see him. He's just like, everything's gonna be great. I guess you guys brainwashed me or something. His character's switch makes no sense at all.
It's true.
It was so stupid. But it was enjoyable. I like seeing him. It was funny. It's always funny to see Wesley Snipes nowadays because you're like, oh yeah, you didn't get stuck in jail, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely thought he did.
That was wild. That was wild. I mean, we should have to pay taxes anyway. It's bullshit.
No, we shouldn't. Not involuntarily. We should have the option. And there's not going to be a lot of money there probably, but there'll be some money.
If you give somebody the option whether or not to pay fucking taxes, nobody's paying them.
Nobody should. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like people
That's why
would.
the richest people in the country don't pay taxes because they got a lawyer that could find the paperwork to maneuver it for them. And we can't even get in touch with that kind of person. That kind of lawyer that could find you the actual legislation and fucking treaties and all these acts that have been passed.
We could, but our
gonna cost
time
you
isn't worth enough money.
Time.
Our time isn't worth enough money.
I actually
It's
learned
gonna cost you some money too.
I learned a tax trick of the rich, which involves art, and it explains why shitty art sells for so much. And it's because it's essentially a tax loophole. When you buy art, it's considered an expense. Like it's not something that goes against you. It's considered like the same as you would for like a business expense. It counts like that on your taxes. So if you got like $100,000, $150,000, you buy a painting for that much, write it off of your taxes, and then you could just hold it, let it appreciate, and then just donate it and like get that money back on your taxes for a higher price. They literally just fuck the system. It's like, yeah, your art is shit, but I got 15 grand I need to fucking flip. Can you do that for me? It's like, yeah, sure, I'll just scribble on this fucking pad and sell it to you. That's all you gotta do. That's all you got. So if you have rich friends and they have money they need to get rid of, just become an artist real quick.
I'll make some shitty art yourself.
Well, apparently
just draw like this. Draw like this and call it art.
Just do whatever Basquiat did.
I think that was lots of drugs.
No, I mean like make shitty art.
Oh,
Mike is an artist, right? Soup, you're an artist.
Yeah.
It's a pretty great
art.
So you need to meet rich people. That's the problem.
Art is all in the eye of the beholder, though.
See, there you go. I can get you a tax haven for that. It's a cow with a hat. There you go. See that? It's a cow with a hat.
Show him some real art.
I'm gonna upload that to my computer and make an NFT and sell it for $100,000.
It's somebody will buy it, but it has to become cool first. It has to be something that people are like, oh, well, Jay-Z made a song about this, so this is cool now.
I could just lie. I could just lie. Make a fake account, make fake shit.
That's true, Jay.
Whatever.
The Jay-Z made a song about this. I gotta buy this. It's cool.
Like
Zaza. Oh, Zaza.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there.
That's dope.
Hey.
He actually drew
That's all
that.
dope.
Don't think of anything. Don't think of anything at all. First thought comes to his fucking head. You guys don't remember the cream puff man? You didn't see Ghostbusters, did you?
Yeah. Okay, no, I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know you were referencing the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you were saying your own shit.
No,
I'm not thinking of the movie. I know what you're talking about now. At the end.
Oh, look.
Holy shit.
Is that life sized? Oh, okay, never mind.
No.
Oh, okay, he's really about Ghostbusters for real.
No, yeah, Mike loves Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Was that King Boo?
Not so much the one with the women though.
Hey.
Yeah, so.
It's 'cause they're
Isn't there
women.
another Ghostbusters supposedly coming out soon?
Yeah.
Like another remake?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's not a remake.
The original cast.
It's the original cast, except for
Survivor cast.
rest in peace, Harold Ramis. It's basically a direct sequel to the second one. And what it's focusing on is carrying on a new team with Paul Rudd and a bunch of kids and stuff. Because you find out the kid's grandfather was Egon Spengler, the actor that died. That's the original creator of him and Dan Aykroyd.
Gotcha.
So it's a continuation of the story, but it's like passing of the torch.
Because the female Ghostbusters, I guess, didn't.
That was a reboot. That was a reboot.
Yeah,
It was a reboot.
Okay.
So it's probably like they're multiversing shit now. Now there's
they did the
universe
Ghostbusters video
canon.
game that was supposed to be canon, and I played it, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And
the
original cast
video
and
game
shit.
was technically the third.
Great video
Was
games.
Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
Look, Jasmine said video games are worth your time, but movies aren't.
Where the fuck is she coming from?
That's
you see
crazy.
Wick yet?
Hey, she
You
said that
watch
she
Wick
just
yet? The fuck? Talk to me till you watch Wick.
Not me.
Punk. Talking about, dude, I don't watch movies. How many times do y'all call me out on a movie and I watch it that week? Fuck out of here. Shit.
Have you guys watched Terrifier yet? Like I
It's
told
not
you
on
to?
Netflix no more. I tried last night.
Oh, really?
I didn't watch it.
I'll find it though somewhere. Anywho, this was our episode on time, right? Because we're pressed for time right now. Because this episode isn't any longer worth our precious time.
I ain't doing shit. I mean, I don't know what you got to do. I know you got people there. You want to dip out? We'll keep the show
You gotta
going.
go get
We talk
pegged.
about bullshit.
You forgot that you gotta go get pegged.
Oh,
priorities.
I just came back.
Never.
I came
Hog your show.
just in time. What are we talking about?
Jason's
we're
gonna
talking
be,
about something that
Jasmine's
actually
pony.
requires you.
No. Okay?
That's why she's been tugging on the hair.
None of this shit
You
happened.
know, with Jasmine in this context, if you get the right attachment, you can have your own donkey show. So there's just that option. You don't have to go to Mexico.
It's a donkey without the show every night.
Oh, right.
Girls.
That was a little
Ew. That sounds dangerous, disgusting, and unfortunate.
Right?
Like donkey punch?
No.
You giving donkey punches and angry pirates out here?
No. That's very violent.
You Superman in these hoes?
No, violence and sexual aspects aren't worth my time. It's definitely not. I would during that time I'd like to enjoy myself.
How would you know if you haven't tried it?
Because I'm pretty sure catching a case doesn't arouse me.
Yeah, but if it's consensual, it's not catching a case. You didn't read the law.
Is it really ever consensual?
Yeah.
Apparently.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Sounding very rapey, and I don't like that.
See, very rapey.
Coming from somebody who's just like, oh yeah, well we'll talk on pegging.
You the one that brought that shit up.
She's ordering a pegging set tonight on Amazon.
Right? What was that? What was that sex toy shop owner that we had? You still got her number, Jasmine? You be hitting her up?
It was Sugar. It was Sugar the shop, and it was Jacques Jones.
I got it.
There you go.
Up, man. I know who they are. It's definitely worth your time to check out sugartheshop.com. She has all the toys that you may need to occupy your sexual time.
Nice plug.
Alone time.
How you see what I did there? I said nice plug. That's funny.
You can get something to
No,
plug
I'm
every
good. I don't need that. I don't need that.
You can get something to plug every orifice that you have, sir.
Okay. I don't need to do that.
That's what the
bro.
government's
And for
for.
people like Jasmine,
Yeah,
you
right?
can even get a wee snaw attachment for your bedroom pleasure.
No, that doesn't happen, sir.
Bias.
It is not worth my time, nor the pain.
That's why it's
Might not be
We call
painful.
that panel.
Penal. Okay, no, nothing.
Yo,
With that being said, thank you, Junkers, for joining us.
I never heard anybody say that before.
This has
What the fuck?
it's been a fun Saturday night talking about time and fisting and donkey shows and the whole nine
shit.
yards.
Yeah.
We're grateful for you spending your time with us every week. So we will be back next Friday with the author of the book. I believe it is called Dating. What the fuck? Her name is Lori Hardecker. We'll also next week, Saturday, be talking. What was that?
I said, what a name.
All right. Let's not pun on her name before she comes on the show. She might cancel.
Oh, me. Okay.
No.
That's not very punny, Dre. Come on.
It's not very professional, sir. It's not very professional.
No.
We don't give a fuck. It's the break room, bro. We don't be professional on here.
Remember, you called her
you
called her Lori Harvey like 3 times the other day.
I did, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have Lori Harvey on next week. I'm like, what?
I mean, I'm just saying. Her name is Lori Hardecker, and Lori Harvey gets decked hard. So,
All right.
anywho,
You might have
Saturday.
Talking
we'll have
about don't make puns.
scary movies episode based on real life accounts. So we'll be talking about scary movies that are true scary movies.
I thought we were talking about scary movie like Wayne's Brothers family.
No.
No, we're not going to talk about the travesty that Miramax did to my brothers. All right, that's some bullshit. They
Yeah.
just left them with the franchise.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 would have been the shit.
Well, it would have been better.
That's
3 is passable,
1 and
but it's
2 are
definitely
the
not
shit.
good. 1 and 2 are infinitely better.
There's a
4 and
reason for
beyond is
that.
just really depressing.
Like I said, thank you guys for occupying your time with us. Thank you for showing us we're worth your time. Polly doesn't want a cracker. Polly wants your mama's sweet ass. So thank you very much for joining us. Like I said, tune in next week. Friday night on Talking Junk, Lori Hardecker, the author of Dating. What the fuck? And Saturday night, we'll be back here in the break room, taking drinks, shots at each other, not just liquor shots.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll be talking about true scary movies. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. See you guys next week.
Have a good
Thank you
night.
very much, you fuckers. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hot dog. Good night. Thank you for coming out, sons of bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.